Hey guys, just kind of going over what's going on the board. All right, so I went to entrepreneur.com, clicked on franchise, and I just clicked on the very first one, which is Jimmy John's. And according to entrepreneur.com, Jimmy John's is the #1 franchise due to many things such as longevity, return on investment, overall profitability, a lot of different things like that. There's a reason why Jimmy John's been ranked #1. All right, just kind of looking at some of the initial things here. Over the last 3 years, they've grown 22%. That's actually a really huge number. Um, and if you divide that by 3, that's roughly 200 stores per year, a little under 200 stores a year popping up. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Well, what's on the board though is I want you guys to find your overall. You're taking the revenue. I just gave you 3 scenarios, and then I talked about your cost, and I put that in percent form. And that's what I want to go over right now. Okay. So how this looks, as you can see here, what is given is revenue, which is the dollar amount, and then percent, which is the cost is in percent form. So the unknown that we don't have is going to be the dollar amount in cost out of the revenue. Okay, and that's just how we set it up here. Okay, the next step, example. So like what we have here, we have revenue $100, cost is 50% of my revenue. So the unknown is the dollar form of cost, okay? So that the unknown we represent by X. And I set it up here as X over what is known, which is $100, next to a percent over 100. 100% is always going to be there. Always. We always know 100%. You can't have anything less of a pie of 100%. So in the sense of this problem, I've put here what is the dollar form. So I put X, the unknown, over $100, the known, which is up here, the revenue. 50% what is given, that is the other percent. So the percent goes over the other percent. The dollar goes over the dollar. Well, we don't know the $1, so that's why we put represented with X. Okay? Now, how does that work? Well, it's this cross multiplication. Okay? Yes, it's algebra. Bros, all my bros, algebra, okay? And it's this cross multiply. Y'all know how to do that. So what I have here is how the problem would look, okay? X over 100, 50% over 100. So now we cross multiply. X times 100 over next to 100 times 50. So how that would look, X times 100, so X 100 equals 50 times 100. So then that's 100x. So I have 100 x's from here. And then right here, 50 times 100, that gives me 5,000. So far, that's our algebra problem. We all know algebra now. That's where we're at. So then it comes to this, what we have. We're solving for x. Solve for x. So the first thing we do, we got to get rid of the things that are on the side with x. Just algebra. So we divide by 100. Divide by 100 to both sides. So that gives me X, because I got rid of it. 5,000 divided by 100 equals $50. So X equals $50. X is our unknown, which means that the unknown is 50% cost of that's our business. We have 50% of our revenue is cost. Okay? So when we do the math problem, X, which is my cost, my unknown, equals $50. So then when we find, in the sense of our project, the next thing is you're doing the same thing when you're trying to find your royalty fee. So what you would do now, I have my $50, which is my cost, and then I told you guys a revenue from the very, very beginning was $100. So what's my profit? Well, $100 minus my cost, my revenue minus cost, $100 minus my $50 gives me $50 in profit. So now the next thing is, all right, now we got to do some other math. We're going to be finding the royalty fee. So now, what is the unknown? It's still the X over my big number, okay? Which means that if I had of my profit, I wanted my royalty fee is 50% of my profit, 50 over 100, X over what my profit was. And in the case of this project, this example was $50. So I do cross multiply. 50% which will be my royalty fee of $50, would be $25. So that would be my royalty fee. So then it wants a new, I got another fee. I got an ad fee, and that's 10% of my profit. Well, 10 over 100, X over 50. Remember, 50 is my profit that I made. Again, cross multiply, 10%. 10% of my profit for my next fee, my royalty fee or my ad fee, is $5. That's what 10% is. So again, guys, it's simple algebra. It's cross multiplication. Okay? And again, we're using this number, and this number to do your math of the problems on the board. All right? Good luck, my guys.